everybody, welcome back to our channel, and thank you so much for being here as we make this special treat for you all, banana crumb muffins. If you love banana nut muffins, you're gonna love these even more. They're moist and the perfect thing to go with a cup of coffee in the morning. We appreciate it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe. All right, let's get into this recipe. Okay, so let's go over our ingredients for our muffins. We're going to be using some flour. We have pure vanilla extract, some sugar, canola oil. We have some baking powder, baking soda, packed brown sugar. We have an egg. We also have some cinnamon and salt. And in our muffins, we're going to be using 3 ripened bananas. As you may know, the more ripe they get, they tend to look kind of like this. You may think they're jacked up. I used to think that years ago when I first started cooking. Back when I used to cook with my mom, actually, I used to think these, you can't use these, but this is what you want when you're baking. They're really sweet when they're at this point, so this is okay to use, trust me. All right, and now we're going to be making a topping for our muffins as well. So to make our topping, we're going to be using some packed brown sugar, cinnamon, flour, as well as some cold butter. We're going to cut that into our mixture for our topping. So, all right, that covers all of our ingredients. As you know, well, may not know, usually we put our ingredients listed in their exact measurements below our video in the description. Okay, let's get started.
Alright, as always, when you're baking something, you want to mix your dry ingredients separate from your wet. It just prevents over mixing, because if you mix everything together all at once, you could possibly over mix your batter, which will create a tough product or whatever you're making. So it's always best to mix them separately, and then when you mix them up together, just combine it until, just until it's combined.
That's great. Yep.
So I just mixed together my flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and cinnamon, and now I'm going to mash my bananas. I used just a regular masher. You can use a fork if you want to. I just felt like a masher really helped because this was kind of hard at the beginning. Like the first few times I mashed it, the bananas were like, what?
Oh, you want me to get soft,
right? Okay. But as I mashed it, it got softer.
Yeah, after that initial push, they were just really easy.
Yeah, and you can leave these kind of lumpy if you want to, but we made ours kind of like baby food.
Yeah, and that added more moisture. Getting moisture out of the bananas just made the bread even more moist, and it was great.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Now I like banana nut muffins, and so does Ricky. But we both usually take the nuts off.
Yeah.
And we don't like the nuts inside the muffin, so we were like, let's make it without. This was like the best idea because this recipe is so good.
Yes, I don't know why they taste it so different. It has to be the crumb topping.
It has to be. It has to be, because the banana nut muffins, they don't taste as great as these did.
I've made just banana muffins, so I don't know. I don't know why.
And banana so bread.
Good.
Yeah, so it has to be the topping.
It has to be.
Yeah. So if you guys make this, please let us know how yours turned out. And you can add nuts if you like. It's just something that we don't like.
Right.
So
this would probably be good with like chocolate chips too. So
it probably would.
I'd want to try that in the future.
And this is what she was talking about here in this part, where you mix them together until they're just combined.
Yes.
You don't want to keep mixing after they're combined. You just don't want to see any flour anywhere. in the dough or in your mixture or at the bottom of the bowl.
Yeah,
So.
I actually started with a whisk, but I ended up switching to a wooden spoon because I didn't want to overmix my batter. And I wasn't trying to beat it at that point. Like I said, I just wanted it to be combined.
Yeah, she thought about that. Let me switch this out. Yeah, it worked out good. Good though.
Yeah, so you just want to make sure you have no, lumps of flour or anything at the bottom of the bowl because that will get in your way later.
That's true. So we're gonna use a 1/4 cup measuring spoon just to measure these out evenly. Sorry, y'all. And to prevent overfilling them or having different size muffins.
Yeah.
And you want to just fill them like halfway or a little bit, or halfway.
More or so.
So yeah.
You just don't want to fill them all the way to the top.
Right.
So this is the crumb mixture, the crumb topping that we're going to put on top of the muffins. It's just flour, brown sugar, and cinnamon.
But see, you say just like it's just I get it. I get it. It's just a few ingredients, but what they create,
it's like
girl.
ridiculous. I would have put more cinnamon if I was just making these for myself. Also, for the butter, don't use your hands like I'm using it because the butter's supposed to be cold. But I thought I was gonna cut it up quicker than I did, but I didn't.
She was playing. Look, if y'all watch our other videos, y'all know how she loves putting food. So that's just her putting in food again. So I was gonna say you could just cut it up in squares if you want, and small pieces, and then put it in there and use a cutter to cut it into the mixture.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of like kinetic sand. I don't know if you guys have ever felt kinetic sand, but if you kind of press it together, it'll stick, and it'll be like a rough sand texture.
Yeah.
So I'm just lining my cupcake pan or my muffin pan, whatever you want to call it, with some liners. If you're using liners, you don't have to use grease, but if not, you want to make sure you grease your pan really good so your muffins won't stick when you're trying to take them out.
Right. So here, like she said before, like I said before, we're just filling these about halfway or maybe a little bit more to prevent overfilling and to make sure we have a consistent size on our muffins. Now here is where, after we do this, is where we were supposed to put the crumb topping right on this and then place them in the oven. But
we forgot.
After about a few minutes of them being in the oven, we're like, oh, no, we're supposed to put the topping on first. So you know what, y'all, this is real cooking.
Right.
We do this, we make mistakes. Hey,
we are not professionals at all.
We keep saying that.
We just like to cook.
Okay. So you're gonna see we have these in the oven, and then we're gonna take them out, and they look a little bit cooked. That's why. But that did not make a difference at all.
Yeah,
see,
they were in maybe 5 minutes.
Barely.
They cooked really fast, so
they did.
They're pretty much raw at this point, so they're not even. They still need to cook for a while.
Right.
And my oven was on 375, and they cooked for about 20 minutes total. And if you put the crumb topping on when it's raw, you'll be able to get the crumbs all over your muffin. You kind of see how we have some, some spots missing. It was still delicious. Don't get me wrong.
Okay, don't get it twisted.
But you'll be able to cover those spots, once if you put it on when the batter's raw completely.
Man.
But these were so good.
So good, soft and moist. And if you drink a cup of coffee and have these, that'll be great. I know that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And put a little bit of butter on them too.
Yeah.
That's just the way I like to eat.
Me
my
too.
Muffins.
Muffins are great with butter, and these are no different.
Right.
So yeah, we just and then the next day you can heat them up. They heat up fine in the microwave. Just take the little paper off, and you're fine. These are moist, and they were so good, y'all. Please try this and let us know.
Yeah,
if
let us
y'all like
know how
it.
it was in the comments.
Let us know how y'all's turned out. Because ours turned out great.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell
Yeah,
so
we
you know when we
appreciate
post
it.
our next video.
Yes, we appreciate all the support.
See y'all next time.
Bye.